This is small business tidbits where we try to bring up issues that we believe entrepreneurs should think about and act upon in order to enhance their chances of business success. In the previous video, we discussed how an individual considering going into business should assess themselves to be able to establish what their areas of strength and weaknesses are. We also went further to discuss how they could even consider what business they should go into. In that particular bit, we proposed the idea of considering interest, personal interest, that is, opportunity and competency in coming up with ideas about which business to go into. In general sense, that is, but not specifically. Today, we are going to discuss how we can specifically generate business ideas. One of the first mistakes that most or many people do make when going into business is that they focus so much on how much money they are going to make. Obviously, the fact that you are going to business presupposes that you are interested in making money, and there is nothing wrong with it. In fact, we encourage that as much as is legitimately possible. The problem with that is if you take that approach, you are like putting the cart before the horse. Instead, the correct way is for you to focus on what value you are going to create to your stakeholders, such as your customers, your employees, your suppliers, your investors, and so on and so forth. It is by creating value that you can make whatever tons of money you can make. And even though the focus is usually on value to customers, but in reality, you also need to create value to your other stakeholders. Because if any of your stakeholders does not pull their weight, then that can affect your capacity to also deliver value to your customers. So it is imperative that you consider the total package rather than just bits and pieces of the puzzle. So how do you create value? Creating value is simply about really providing solutions and conveniences, maybe through offering products and services to desirous customers who are willing to pay you. So how do you go about generating business ideas for further consideration and scrutiny? Two things you should consider. Number one, ideas can be for solving existing problems or creating certain conveniences, or on the other hand, they could be anticipatory, that is, that look, we are expecting that something can be done in the future. So you try to project economic associated variables now right into the future to be able to say that, look, by providing so product or service in the future, chances are that there will be enough people to patronize it sufficiently for it to be profitable. For many products and services that are developed ahead of their time, that is exactly the process they follow. So regardless of which one you are doing out of the two, you have to be clear of which one you are doing, because it is important. Each one of them has different issues that you will need to consider. Number two, if you are going to generate ideas for your business, this is going to be a process that needs you to open your eyes and ears, and for you to be alert, inquisitive, and highly thoughtful. And there are so many ways you can do that. Number one, you start with yourself. Probably from your existing activities, there are certain inconveniences that you are suffering, and you might be able to come out with a business solution to address that inconvenience. Or maybe out of your interests and hobbies, even though if you remember in our last video, I argued for and against building businesses on your interests and hobbies. And the condition I talked about then was that no matter what your interests and what your hobbies are, if you wish to build business around them, they must be first established to be commercially viable. So to this extent, you can still go ahead. Probably there are areas of your interests and hobbies that you can build some economic model out of them. Please do so. Then our immediate circle of family and friends, discussing with them, knowing what they do, the inconveniences they suffer, can help us generate certain business ideas as well. Similarly, you need to explore around you, maybe through travels, attending trade fairs, going to experience different things in life. You'll be able to come up with certain things. Again, by looking at what people like really enjoy or not, you can build businesses around them. Networking is another very important way of coming up with ideas. You need to spread your social network, engage other people, because a lot of the business ideas we get are not exactly from us, it is from other people, maybe in the course of discussing with them, and we can probably be able to come up with something. Another way to come up with a business idea is, can you build a better mousetrap? Maybe there are certain things that are being done but are not doing done well. You may be able to do them much better. Look at maybe a restaurant business. There are restaurants around, but maybe they're not providing the kind of food quality, they're not providing the kind of services that they expect. So you can do something that people are already doing, but do them much better. Another way to also be able to come up with business ideas is simple online searches. There are a lot of ideas that you can Google around, and before you know it, you can walk around to build a business idea. Then there are, of course, different levels of scenario constructions and what they call cut-up techniques that you can work on to be able to come up with ideas. And the last one that I always talk about is reading. Simply by reading, you get to know what other people are doing, how they're doing it, and then you may be able to come up with a business idea. Now, the whole idea about this is for you to list down as many ideas as you can come up with. It is after you have come up with this, then you can work on your own to eliminate some, because some might not just simply appeal to you, because it's important we try to match the kind of lifestyles we want to live with, the kind of businesses that we want to go into. So maybe outrightly there are some that you will discountenance, and then for the others that pass this first civil level, you now have to subject them to in-depth feasibility study, and then you put other criteria, and you'll be able to come up with one or two businesses out of which you can again finalize. The whole idea that I always try to insist and advise is that don't spread yourself too much. Don't go beyond more than one business for the start, but do the one that you are doing very well and try to build on it no matter what the challenges are. I mean, the first business you wish to go into must be a very important one. It is one that you should take your time and be thorough. There's nothing to rush about. And interestingly, for a developing country like Nigeria, there are business opportunities all over and all around us. It is just up to us to be able to think through issues, to be able to bring solutions and be determined in executing them to deliver these conveniences, services, and products to the customers. Now, once you are able to create value and deliver to them, then all the money you can imagine you'll make, and maybe even more than that. That's all for today. I hope you've been able to learn anything or two. Please visit our blog for more posts. That's a particular post on idea generation, and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can get alerted whenever new videos are uploaded. Thank you very much. See you next.